Well, many of us will be dropping in on elderly loved ones this holiday season. More than just saying hi or dropping off a gift, we should also be seeing how they're doing. Deb Marcello from Happier at Home joining us now this morning with some things to look for to know if your loved ones have increasing needs. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephanie. Great to see you.
So just to start off, how do you sort of recognize when your loved one may need help as you're going to visit them?
Well, oftentimes there are greater distances in visits and timing of visits. So during the holidays, it's a great time to evaluate things and indicators that may say there's been a decline and your loved one may need some extra help. Now, sometimes these indicators are hard to spot, so it's good to know what to look for. But one of the things that I always talk about is being able to talk to the neighbors. If the neighbors notice things that are going on around the house that maybe you are not privy to, that's an important thing. So really staying in contact with the neighbors as well. But as far as inadequate meals or decreased nutrition, you could see if your loved one has lost weight. Has your loved one been preparing meals? Are there large amounts of spoiled food in the refrigerator? So taking a look inside the refrigerator, and sometimes instead of spoiled food, maybe the refrigerator is just completely empty. Look in the pantry and see if it's stark or lacking the staples that they should have as well. Now, one of the other things that is really important is to understand if they're developing an inability to manage their finances. So some of the indicators for that would be to look to see if they have unpaid bills. Is their mail stacking up, mail that's unopened, things like that. And then also, if you could take a look at their account with them, are there checks or payments to unrecognizable sources? So they can be victims, all of us can be victims of scams, but one of the scams that I see pretty frequently with seniors is that they're asked to donate to false charities. So really recognizing where their payments in their checking accounts are going to as well.
For sure. And I think you brought up a lot of really great points about understanding that some things may not be so easy to detect at first glance. I think with our parents or even grandparents, they may be a little hesitant to reach out because after all, I mean, they took care of us. So I'm wondering how you sort of go about having this conversation once you've picked up on these things.
Well, as we always talk about, having open communication all of the time. So being very objective about what you're seeing. So for example, if you feel that their memory is decreased or becoming more forgetful, you could talk to them about, Mom, why are you not getting dressed each day? When's the last time you showered? Things that really are objective that you could point out if they've been missing doctor's appointments or that their medications need to be refilled, but yet the pill bottle is still filled up and not empty. So really talking about your concerns and telling them we'd like to set something up for you, like perhaps a caregiver in the home, to really help you with these things so we could help you remain as independent as possible. And talking about that is going to help us to be able to do that.
Thank you so much, Deb. Really appreciate your time this morning.